To be here. So, Corey, what do we do?
I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing?
No, we are excited to be here. We're going to have a special guest that we're going to introduce. But before we do that, and before we get started on this cool item or items today, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Y'all know the drill.
Yep,
Make sure you subscribe to the channel right down there at the bottom right.
Subscribe to the channel, and if you want to be notified when we go live,
make sure you click the little bell that pops up right next to the subscribe button after you hit it. That way you can be notified whenever we go live.
That's right.
Yes.
Awesome. So again, we are so excited. So Corey is going to work with this special guest today. I'm going to kind of be in the background helping out, and then I will see you guys in a little bit. So Corey, you want to introduce our special guest?
I would love to. So today we have a very special guest with us. We have the owner of this company here with us that is going to be showing us the basics and the XBlock templates. And here she is right now. We have Doris with us. Hi.
Hey, good morning. Good afternoon.
I know, right? It's all starting to blend together. So what have you got for us today?
I have XBlocks and Basic Templates. I'm Doris Rice, and I'm the owner of XBlocks and Basics. I bought this company about 2 years ago, and we're so excited about it. We've had a lot of fun with it, and it's nothing new out on the market. It's been around since, I don't know, about 2002.
Okay.
The inventor, Patricia Pepe, she lived in California, and she ran with it and had a lot of fun with it, designed with it. She's the mastermind behind the template, and she decided a couple of years ago that she wanted to retire. She'd had her fun with it, and she's moving on.
There you go.
She has grandbabies.
Oh, well, priorities.
Priorities is right.
So, like you said, this was nothing new to the market, but it was definitely new to us. And we saw you at the Dallas Quilt Show this year, and we were strolling on by, and you were doing a lovely demo, and it stopped me in my tracks. Because y'all know I'm not a huge piecing person. But for something, this is super simple. Like, anybody can do this. Like, if I can do this, y'all can do it.
Yes.
And she might make me want to piece something, and that's saying something. And so you've got your XBlocks and your basics.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and line those up, and then let's see what you got.
The only difference between XBlock and Basic is size.
Okay.
And the only difference between 7.5 and 6.5 is size.
Okay.
Technique is all the same. Everything works the same in Basic or in XBlock. But you're going to start with a different size strip or a different size base.
Okay.
Block, such as a 9-patch or a rectangle.
Something super simple.
Something super simple.
Okay. So let's get a camera over here to show what these look like. So Diana's doing camera woman today.
Yeah.
All right. So
if you'll notice on our template, you've got 4 basic straight lines.
Mm-hmm.
Those are what we call our solid lines.
Okay.
And our templates will tell you, our patterns will tell you if you're going to line up on a solid line, if you're going to line up on a dashed line, or if you're going to line up on a dotted line.
See, the terminology. This is a big thing. And when we were first looking at these, I was like, okay, so small dot or big dot? No. So we've got dotted, dashed, and solid.
Correct.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes. Easy peasy. So all of the templates have those dotted, dashed, and solid lines. All of them.
Okay. Awesome. So this is all the XBlocks have it. Now do the basics have it as well?
The basics do not have it. They only have solid lines. Basic was invented to he's adjusting me.
You gotta get the mic all fixed up.
Basics was invented to work with 2.5-inch pre-cuts.
Okay.
We wanted to keep it simple.
Okay.
And because we wanted to keep it simple, we only put solid lines on there.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
Basic is definitely basic.
Okay.
Simple. Basic.
So with the XBlocks, you've got your 6.5 and your 7.5. And then the ones that are color coordinated by packaging, those 3 work together throughout the patterns.
Correct.
And then these 3 would work together throughout patterns.
Correct.
Awesome. Okay.
Yes. And anything you can do with a 7.5, you can do with a 6.5.
Oh, okay, cool. And that's all kind of designated on the back of the pattern.
Yes,
kind of tells you what to do. That's awesome.
Yes,
okay,
that is correct.
So this was the XBlocks. Let's look at the basics because I'm really intrigued by the packaging of this. And I know that's kind of weird, but I like the packaging of this is kind of cool.
So basics, again, was designed for your pre-cuts, your jelly rolls, your bally pops, 2.5-inch strips. You can cut your own. use pre-cuts.
Okay.
Saves a lot of time if you use pre-cuts.
Yes, that really does.
And then our 1.5, our baby basic, was used for your honey buns.
Okay.
Now, honey buns are not as popular as jelly rolls, but I'm told.
I was going to say, I know what a jelly roll is. I have no idea what a honey bun is.
Honey bun is the same as a jelly roll, but it's 1.5 inches wide instead of 2.5 inches wide.
Oh, see, I don't piece. The more you know.
And I'm being told that Moda is coming out with more honey buns. So maybe they're making a
comeback.
A resurgence.
Okay.
All right. So packaging on the basics. Actually, this is a very special packaging. It won an award.
There's an award for packaging?
Apparently, there isn't a thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, I've been living under a rock, obviously.
So the packaging has 2 free patterns in it.
Okay.
It has a place to store your templates. So here's the basic and here's the baby basic. The baby has a home with its mama.
Oh, look at that.
You can tuck the flap in.
Okay.
Close it up. Now you can take it with you. It's not going to fall out.
It's ready to go.
It's ready to go. It's
so
portable.
in this packaging, so this one's just going to come with the big basics one. The baby one is a separate one.
Baby is
but
an
whenever you get
add-on
both of them together, then you can make sure it has a home.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay, so let's just start off with a very basic. Are we going to do an XBlocks demonstration first? Or we're going to do a basics demonstration.
We're going to do a basic demonstration.
Okay, let's do it. So let's go ahead and start off with just something simple to get them kind of understanding.
The demo that I'm going to show you is actually your free pattern.
Oh, okay.
In your template.
Okay.
So you're going to start out by piecing 3 strips together.
Okay.
3 2.5-inch strips together.
Okay.
Simple as that. Then you're going to take your template.
And this is the basic one.
This is the basic one.
Okay.
Yes. Basic template. You're going to take your template and you're going to line up the solid line of your template with the seam line of your strip set.
Okay, I'm with you.
You're going to line those up here and here.
Gotcha.
And if it will help, maybe I can show you a little better angle.
That's good? Okay.
Okay. So then you're going to take your rotary cutter.
Okay.
And you're going to cut all the way around.
That's simple.
Now, I'm not actually cutting right now.
Right.
But whenever you're doing this at home, you're going to take that rotary cutter and you're going to cut all the way around your template.
So this is one of those things that would be really nice to have a spinning mat.
It would be awesome to have a spinning mat because then you don't have to be a contortionist.
Right.
You can cut, spin your mat.
Right.
And cut. Make your final cut.
Okay.
So you're going to work your way all the way down that strip set.
Okay.
And then you've got blocks that look like this. And if you'll pull your strip set back, you can see.
So we followed those two right here.
Your template on there. Perfect.
And that's how that came out. Okay. So just like cutting around all 4 of those sides.
Cutting around all 4. This is your cut block.
Okay.
There it is.
Perfect.
There it is.
Okay.
So you're going to make your way all the way down that strip set until you've got a stack of blocks.
Okay.
And then you're going to take those blocks and you're just going to turn them 1/4 of a turn.
Okay, so we started here.
See, they're
so
all
we're turning this way. All right.
Yep. Okay, we're starting here.
Yep.
We turned it a
that
quarter.
Way, and then we turned it that way.
Turn it a quarter.
Okay.
There we go. And the last one.
Oh my gosh.
Here, 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 and here. And now we have a star.
Oh, wow.
Simple as that.
That's
Easy
amazing.
peasy,
So they're
1, 2,
starting
3.
with those 2.5-inch strips.
2.5-inch strips.
And then it's following that way, and it's just 1/4 turn all the way around. That's amazing.
Now the other amazing thing is that whenever you get, he's adjusted me again.
Yep. We're getting some comments. We're saying that it's a little too close.
I keep moving around and moving it. I'm not used to standing still too much. So whenever you begin to add additional rows and blocks, you're going to get the second star. Can you see where you're making your second star?
Oh, yeah. So it'll start appearing with the blue now.
It'll start appearing with the blue
I'm with you. Okay.
So you're going to get orange stars and blue stars.
Okay.
Or whatever color you're working with.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
And that's just using. There's the light. Found that.
Yes.
So that's just using those 2.5-inch strips and then doing a quarter turn on each of those blocks. That's amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So one simple template can do that.
One simple template can do that, and
then so much more. Okay.
So much more.
All
okay.
Right. So where are we going next?
So now we're going to go to the EitherOr pattern.
Okay.
And whoops, I probably adjusted. So now we're going to take that EitherOr pattern.
Okay, give me just a second. We're gonna switch over to that EitherOr real quick.
Okay.
So we can see it. Perfect.
Okay.
So this is the one that we're gonna look at right here. And so this is just using. Are we doing 2.5-inch strips on this as well?
Always with a basic.
Always with a basic.
Always a 2.5-inch strip.
Okay. So let's come back here to our cutting board.
So this strip set's gonna look familiar. It's just a different color, but it's still
I love
that
these
same
colors together.
strip set.
So we've got that just kind of laid down right there.
We're going to line it up.
Okay.
We're going to cut around it just like we did before with our rotary cutter.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to work our way until we've got 4 blocks or however many enough that you need.
Okay.
All of those together. See, here's my block on top of there.
I'm with you.
It's going to make my star.
Okay.
Now, if you'll notice in the quilt, here's my star.
Okay.
Right here. But this pattern has a little bit of sashing around it.
Right.
And a little bit of sashing here.
Sashing some cornerstones and different things like that. Okay.
Yes. So same strip set, same template.
Okay.
But a totally different look.
Right. That it pulls off depending on how you're cutting it and how you're turning it and different things.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
so we were still following those same solid lines though right here in the center. Okay.
So this pattern is called Either.
Either.
This is called Either.
Okay.
The name of the pattern is called EitherOr.
So I'm guessing you've got a second piece for this.
Or.
Okay.
So we can do either this.
Okay.
Or we can do this. So we're going to take the same strip set, the same template.
Okay.
We're going to flip our template upside down this time.
Okay.
We're going to cut around it with our rotary cutter.
Okay.
Take our rotary cutter, cut around it. And we're going to make our way down. And we're going to get a block that looks just like this one, but it will actually be its mirror image. Can you see where I'm going with the mirror image? I see where you're going with
that there. So when you were talking flip it upside down, we normally started with us being able to read basics.
Yes,
so we're looking at it and we can read it from our standpoint.
And we don't have to look, it doesn't have to be, it can be like this sideways.
Okay.
Or this sideways.
Okay.
But
so from whatever angle we're at, it could still be read, quote unquote.
Yes, it's not backwards.
Okay, basically.
Okay. It's not upside down.
Right.
So second time around, we're going to cut them. So see now our wording is backwards.
So our wording's backwards. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay. And again, it doesn't matter which way it goes. We're still lining up, and we're going to get that mirror image.
Okay.
So can you see that mirror image right there?
I see it, and I think I can also see it on the quilt,
So
too.
now go to the quilt, and you can see here's my block, right side up, or upside down.
Okay, so why don't you place that where that was at?
Right side up.
Okay.
And then upside down.
Gotcha.
Right side up and upside down.
Perfect. Cool.
So that's the or.
That's the either or. Okay. All right, so what do you got next for us?
All right, so next we've got Clara.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're going to go to reflection. We're doing basics.
We're staying in the basics.
We're staying in the basics.
Cool.
So those upside down, right side up things we were talking about.
Yeah.
Same thing. I don't actually have a demo.
Okay.
But if you'll notice in the quilt, you're going to have right side up and upside down.
Okay. So we're going to get that quilt hung up real quick, and then we can see that kind of right side up, upside down fashion that's got, and that's a beautiful quilt.
Okay. So we did the same thing that we did with or.
Okay. Yeah.
So here's right side up, upside down. Right side up, upside down.
Okay.
See, here's that diamond in the middle.
Right. It's just kind of a off-or color scheme. Okay.
So
right side up, upside down.
Same template, same strips.
Okay.
Same 3 strips.
Right.
But we've got a totally different look with a new pattern.
Okay.
Totally different look with a new pattern.
Okay. So what's the next one that we've got? So that was reflection.
Next up is twirling posies.
Okay.
We're gonna get fancy on you.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, so we're gonna take a simple block, sort of like a log cabin. It's probably a one-sided log cabin or a half log cabin.
Okay.
So here's our center of our log cabin. We're gonna go around halfway.
Okay.
And halfway. We're gonna piece these. These are still 2.5-inch strips.
Okay. Just piecing them in a
different fashion.
Okay.
Still an easy peasy simple block.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to line up our template on as many lines as we can with our sewn lines.
Okay.
So we've got line up here, we've got to line up right here, line up right here.
Okay, I'm with you.
We're going to cut around it with our rotary cutter.
Okay.
And we're going to get a cut block that looks like this.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to take those cut blocks, put them together, 4 of them together, give me a block. So see, here's my cut block.
Uh-huh.
And it gives me a flower. It's a twirling posy.
A twirling posy. So let's look at the quilt.
Yeah. So let's look at the quilt. So here's our single block, and here's our flower.
Cool.
Now, see these little ones?
Yes.
That's where my baby comes in.
Okay.
So we're going to take that same block configuration.
Okay, so that's the same one that we started out with.
Same one that we started out with, but it's going to be smaller.
Okay.
We're going to cut, and we're going to get a cut block. It looks like this. See how our lines, let's see, maybe I should move more to the center.
Okay, so see how the more those lines match up with more of the sewn lines. So I'm with you again.
Here we go. 4 of them together.
Uh-huh.
Give me this, and that's our babies in our corner.
Oh, okay. So right there, the kind of the cornerstones of this centerpiece. Those are those little tiny ones. Okay, cool.
And we used a jelly roll with this quilt. So you can see we made a border with part of our jelly roll.
Gotcha. Nifty. Okay. So that was twirling posies.
Yes. Now the other neat thing with basics, and I show it with this, baby basics I told you was 1/4 the size of a big block.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. So 1/4 of that one.
That's correct.
Cool. Okay.
All right. So 4 of these equal 1 of these.
Okay.
Okay. So I can mathematically they'll work together.
Okay.
This block is also the same size as a charm pack. So charm packs are 5-inch squares.
Right.
So we can pair up charm packs with baby basics with big basics.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting a completely different look.
Completely different
look.
look.
My gosh, with this one template, or for this instance for 2, but still.
So your possibilities are endless.
Right.
I mean, you can just have fun creating.
Okay. So let's go on to what's our next one that we've got.
Our next one is called Glory Days.
Okay.
It's a popular one because it's red, white, and blue.
Yes.
And it's a neat pattern. Let's see. I think I'm missing a base block for Glory Days. I bet it. I don't know what happened to it. It was right here.
It has walked away. Okay.
It has walked away. But we're going to start with 4 rectangles whenever we start with Glory Days.
Okay.
And
4 of those rectangles that would be technically pieced together. Okay.
And I think you can see it. Here was 1 rectangle. Here was 1 rectangle.
Yes.
Another one on the end.
And then one right there. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. So we're going to cut around it.
Okay.
Well, we should line up first.
Right.
And then we're going to cut around it.
Okay.
So we're going to get 4 blocks that look like this.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
And that, that is our, that's our block.
Okay.
Right here. And look, in our border is our baby. Oh.
Yeah, right there. Perfect.
See?
Okay.
That's
and then and around the border, you've got the baby version of it as well.
Yes.
Cool. I see that.
All right.
Okay. Well.
So that's all my demos for basics.
So
I have a couple other quilts though.
So let's talk basics.
Okay.
Prices. That's what everyone wants to know, really.
All right.
So what are we talking for the price wise of a basic, the big one?
The big one is $15.95.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Bargain.
And it comes with 2 patterns in there as well.
You have 2 free patterns.
Yeah.
Your patterns are worth $15.95 and you get the template free.
That's awesome. So exactly. So that's you've got the big basic one, and then of course you have to have the baby.
You have to have the baby.
So what are we talking price wise for the baby
$8.95.
$8.95. My goodness. Okay. So and then they can both have a home right here.
So for $24.95, or is that my math correct? Somewhere around 20.
Something like that.
$24.90.
One of those numbers.
You can get 2 templates, 2 patterns.
Right, and you can do so many things with just those 2 templates.
Yes.
But wait, there's always more.
But wait, there's more. Add-on patterns are $8.95.
Okay, so the ones that we were just kind of going through right there, those were the $8.95 individual.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
And all of these things can be found on our website that we're talking about today. So go to www.longarmsupplies.net. And in the Notions and More section at the top right-hand corner, you'll see the Basics and XBlocks categories. So you can find the templates and the patterns there.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm going to show you a couple more quilts that use basics.
Okay.
That I brought with me.
Okay.
They're just small quilts, and they're very, very popular. I think we can just hold them right here.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Okay. So this is called Open Spaces.
Ooh.
Sorry, Open Space.
Open space. Okay.
Open space. No plural.
Okay.
And if you'll notice, here's your X block right here, or your basic block.
Uh-huh.
And this is what they call the open block.
Okay.
So you can make that block, or you can put a panel in there. You can buy, there's some panels that are a little 5-inch block.
Yeah.
So you can substitute that block.
And have different open spaces
and have
for
different
it. Or open
things.
space for it. Cool. So this is just the basic block right there.
That is.
Nifty. Okay.
Yeah.
So what else you got?
Super simple. And the other one is called Twinkle Toes.
Oh, that's cute.
So Twinkle Toes.
Look.
I used a jelly roll.
Okay.
So I've got a strip in the middle, like I did before, middle strip. But this is a rectangle, and this is a square. And this is a square, and this is a rectangle. So
okay. And then you use that basics block to cut them out.
They're all cut alike,
and
just
I'm
different
guessing
color.
This is grunge.
That's
my
grunge.
favorite.
My favorite, too. Love grunge.
All right.
All right, so now we're going to move to XBlock.
Okay. So let me get these out of the way here.
Oh, I have one more thing I want to show you.
Okay, cool.
If you noticed on the strip set, whenever I was cutting out basics.
Let's come back to, let me grab one here.
Grab one of those strip sets.
There you go.
You've got some little triangle pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Those are cutoffs.
Okay.
Okay. But they're not waste.
Yeah, we don't want to waste fabric.
No, it's too expensive.
Right.
So you're going to get little triangle pieces like so.
Okay.
Whenever you cut your template out.
Okay.
Sew 2 of those together, like so.
Okay.
Put several together, and you've got a border.
Huh.
You can sew them end to end, like this, or like this,
or like that, or like that, or you could flip them together and kind of make that diamond shape that you were doing from that other quilt.
Yes.
Kind of like one of those.
Yes.
To kind of get that idea as well. That's amazing.
Yeah. So don't throw away your cutoffs.
No, never.
We give you border options. We give you second projects such as a placemat or a table runner, a second quilt. I'm going to be showing you some of those with the X blocks.
Okay, cool.
So don't throw them away.
Never throw away those cutoffs because you can always use them.
Don't throw away those cutoffs. You can use them.
Okay.
All right. So now we're moving on to Clara.
Okay.
Clara is made with an X block template.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what size. You're going to line up on your dotted line. There's that dotted line.
Okay, so using that tiny dotted line.
That tiny dotted line. You're going to line up. You're going to cut around it with your rotary cutter. Okay, not your finger. Your rotary cutter.
Let me pull this one up so they can see with a backing on it, because these all come with backings on them for protection.
You'll peel that off whenever you get ready to use it, because obviously you can't see your fabric through that now, so you want to pull it off.
We can try and figure it out. We love a good guess. So we're going to line these seams up with the dotted line here.
Yes.
Okay, so we lay that on there and line that up. Okay.
And if you noticed on basics, we had 3 strips and they were all 2.5 inches.
Right.
Okay, we've switched sizes, so we're no longer a 2.5-inch strip.
Okay.
We've switched size of templates.
Okay.
So we're no longer 2.5 inches. And in Clara, because we're lining up on our dotted line, our strips are no longer the same. All 3 of them are the same size. The 2 outer ones are the same size, but the middle one is a little skinnier.
Okay.
But it tells you all that in your pattern.
Right.
So
I love the patterns. They're perfect step-by-steps. That'll get you right through exactly what you need.
You don't have to remember any of this. It's all in the pattern.
Okay, so let me see if I can... Are we going to show it on that one? Or here, let me see, Diana. Have that there. All right. So in the pattern, it's going to kind of take you through step-by-step exactly how to line up, how they need to be cut, where they need to go, what the final image is going to look like. And then on the back of it tells you kind of what templates you'll be needing.
So if you use a 6.5-inch template, which is what I used in the quilt right here, a 6.5-inch template gives you a finished quilt of 47 by 59.
Oh, okay. Good size.
But if you use the 7.5-inch template, it's going to give you a finished quilt of 54 by 65 because your block is bigger.
Gotcha.
So you're going to end up with a bigger quilt.
Gotcha. Okay. And all of these patterns on our website, when you click on the pattern, it will show you the first image, and then the next image will tell you kind of what block you would use and what, what XBlock template you would use and what those finished sizes are and different things like that. Okay. So back to cutting.
Back to cutting. We're going to cut, and we're going to make 2 strip sets.
Okay.
First one we're going to cut with our template right side up.
Okay.
So we get these blocks. Look like this.
Okay.
Second one, we're going to flip our template upside down.
Okay.
Same strip set, same configuration. Flip our template upside down.
We're following those dotted lines.
Following those dotted lines.
Okay, so we'd cut around there.
Cut around there.
Okay.
And now we've got a cut block that looks like that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when we put those together, see, here's our diamond coming together.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And Clara is a good pattern to use for large prints.
Yes.
Because this is bigger.
Right.
These strips are bigger.
Right.
And this is just a little skinny one.
Right.
So it shows off your print of your fabric.
Oh, so I'm getting to see that full flower there instead of only a little cut of it. Okay.
That's correct. So as you can see, as we put rows together, now we've got our zigzag, we've got our diamond, and we've got large prints.
Okay.
Okay?
Awesome.
All right. So that's Clara. Super simple strip sets.
Yeah.
How does it get? It doesn't get any easier than that.
I'm getting more and more excited. I might have to bring out the sewing machine while we're live and start making something.
And don't forget those cutoffs right here.
Those little tiny cutoffs that you can use.
Those little cutoffs.
And that can be used for multiple things to make borders or whatever you need.
Yes.
Cool. We'll make little kites.
Yep, you made little kites.
All right. What do we got next?
Next is Mo's basket.
Okay.
Mo's basket is a lot of fun, and it's a super simple. It's a weave, so a basket weave. That's my finished block, or that's my cut block.
So there, hold on, let's have them look at the pattern real quick. So we've got, it's kind of looking like that basket weave. It has a nice border around it as well. Okay, so let's look at the
did you see that border? It's pieced. Those borders are with the cutoffs.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to show us that.
I am going to show you that. All right. So we're going to start off. We're going to make a strip set.
Okay.
Let's see. We're going to make a strip set and then we've got 3 strips sewn together, and it'll tell you that in the pattern.
Right.
Okay. Then we're going to subcut those strips into segments.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to subcut them.
I'm with you.
So we've got subcut pieces here and here.
I'm with you.
Okay. And then we're going to take a solid piece for our middle.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe.
Grab a solid center.
I think I have a solid center somewhere. Well, let's switch colors.
Okay. We can do that. We can adapt. All right. So we have those strips, sets, and then we've got that solid piece in the center of it. Okay. Cool.
All right. We're going to sew those together.
Okay.
That makes this block right here.
Cool.
Then we're going to take our template and we're going to line it up on our lines.
Okay, we're doing these solid lines.
We're going to do the solid lines this time.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to cut around it with our rotary cutter. Get that rotary cutter out. Not my finger.
So we're going to go around those 4 sides, and we're using the 6.5 inch.
Yes, we are using. Yes, but you can use a 7.5
to get that other size.
If you like miniature, you can use 7.5 mini.
Okay.
You can use 6.5 mini.
So you've got you've got plenty of different options that you can choose from.
You do.
Cool.
And they do make great miniature quilts.
Ah, yes. Maybe that's something I'll start with.
So this is your cut block after you've cut around it.
Okay.
That's your cut block.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're going to take that away.
Okay.
We're going to make that same block and same configuration, and we're going to cut half of our blocks right side up, half of our blocks upside down.
Okay.
All right. So that when we begin to put them together, we begin our weave. So here is our basket weave over, and now our basket weave goes under.
Okay.
And it's all color placement.
Gotcha.
But simple piecing.
So this is the upside down one?
Yes, that's the upside down one.
I'm with you. Okay.
Yes, that is the upside down one.
Cool.
All right, so then if I pull that down.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on here.
See?
So they kind of start to begin to weave.
They begin to weave. And actually, they should be like, whoop, like this to weave.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay. That's how this quilt is done.
Oh, okay. So the one that we had behind us in our intro, that's how that one's done too, and you're going to show us that too.
Yes.
But the one that we have shown over here right now is just kind of moving it back and forth, and just like they're weaved underneath it. And
yes. And then those cut off pieces. Okay, remember those cut off, those triangle wedges?
Yeah.
Right here. This is what they're going to look like. They're going to, because you have a pieced block, your wedge, see your wedge right there, is going to be pieced as well.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to take that.
Oh my goodness.
There's your wedge right there.
Yes. Oh, that's cool. And so that becomes your border.
That becomes your border.
Ah, just those pieces that are cut off.
Yes.
Awesome. Coolio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't waste anything.
No, never.
All right. So unbeweavable, which is your next pattern. And is the quilt behind us.
Right.
Is the same way. So you've got that solid strip in the middle. Got that solid strip.
Right.
You've got that pieced on the outside. The 3 pieces.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay. And so your solid strip, and then you begin to weave under. Your solid strip and weave under.
Oh, okay, I see it. So let's have them look at the pattern one more time, just so we can kind of see that more a little up close and personal with that same weave. And if you want to point to that as well, just to kind of show that out.
Okay. So you've got pattern, you've got straight line, and then you've got a weave. Straight line, and then you go under for your weave.
Perfect.
So.
Okay.
So unbeweavable is not hard. It looks very intimidating.
Right.
But it is so easy. So simple.
We also want to make sure that our viewers know to make sure that you're staying tuned for the free stuff at the end. As you know, we always like to give stuff away.
Oh, yes.
And we're going to be asking a question about what that we want to give away. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Okay.
All right, so what's next?
All right, next up is Victoria Borealis.
Okay.
A lot of people like wonky stars.
Okay.
Okay. This is not a straight star. It's a wonky star.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to start. This is our star. And notice our points a little wonky. So wonky stars begins with a block that looks like that.
Okay.
How easy is that? It's a square and 2 rectangles.
Okay.
Then we're going to take our template. We're going to, in this particular one, we took a 7.5-inch mini. We're lining it up. Whoops, wrong size, sorry. 6.5-inch mini. Let's find our 6.5-inch mini. We're going to line up our sewn lines with our solid lines.
Okay.
Yep, solid lines. We're going to cut around it with our rotary cutter all the way around.
Okay.
We're going to get a cut block that looks like that. That's our cut block.
Cool.
There it goes. Those are our points in our star. So it takes 4 of these to make a wonky star.
Okay.
And 5 squares.
Okay, because you got the one different center and then your 4 different sides out here. Okay, cool.
Your center can be the same. It can be different.
Right.
This can be a different, so you can have a more definite point, but a little like a shadow.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of nifty. Okay.
Yeah. Super easy to do. This is called Victoria Borealis. It's also the same star in Dancing Stars, another pattern that's available.
Gotcha.
But Victoria Borealis is one of our newer patterns.
Beautiful. Ooh, I like new stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we have next?
All right, next is Thornton. Thornton uses a belly button.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have our XBlock mini.
minis.
We have a regular normal size XBlocks,
Right.
and now we're talking XBlock belly button. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Belly button is in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. So if you look at this block, I'm going to show you a cut block.
Okay.
Under here. Maybe. Let's see. Here's our cut block.
Okay.
Let's see. That one's wrinkled. We get one that's not wrinkled. All right. So here's our belly button right here in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. So in order to get that in the middle, we have to make that block first.
Okay.
Okay. So we're kind of making an X block within an X block.
Ooh, okay.
A block within a block.
Within a
square
block.
within a square.
Right.
Okay. So to get that block, take that strip set.
Okay.
Notice common denominator here, strip set a lot of times.
Oh, that works for me. I can sew a straight line. Depends on what day it is.
There you go. We're going to line it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we doing solid lines on this one too?
Solid lines on this one as well.
Okay.
We're going to cut around it with our rotary cutter.
Okay.
Okay. So we get, let's see, and I believe in Thornton that belly button block is actually upside down, and it will tell you that in your pattern, so you don't have to remember. So that's our cut block.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, you've seen it before with the basics.
Right. Throughout all of them. Yeah.
Clara.
It's kind of a common denominator
So
there.
that's our middle block.
Okay.
We have to make that one first.
Gotcha.
Then we're going to take that middle block. I think I threw away one too many blocks. Here we go. So here's our middle block.
Okay.
And we're going to take and sew it to a rectangle. We're only going to do a partial seam. We're just going to sew it part of the way.
Okay.
So if you'll notice, on this side, it's easier to see, we sewed down just a little more than half.
Okay.
And then we break our thread.
I'm with you.
So that gives us a nice, solid, straight line to add more rectangles.
Okay. I'm with you.
Like
I'm
so.
with you.
So we've got that one. Then number 2, we'll add another rectangle. So here's our middle. Here's our first one that we sewn the partial seam.
Right, partial seam.
Now we're adding the top rectangle.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're going to add another rectangle over here.
Okay.
Okay. So middle, first, second.
I see what you're doing.
Here's our third.
Okay.
And then our last one right here.
So we sewed
middle,
down the side
first,
there.
second, third. Now we're ready to sew that one up.
Right.
So we open it. We just put it right sides together.
And
we
sew
just
the rest of that seam
sew
down.
the rest of that seam down.
Cool.
And now you've got a block that looks like this.
Okay.
So here's our belly button in the middle.
Okay.
Okay. Then you'll take your XBlock template, your big one.
Okay.
I believe 7.5. Yes. Line up your solid lines.
Okay.
Here we go. We're lining up.
There.
Cut around it with our rotary cutter.
And that's how we end up with that.
That's how you end up with that.
Okay, so let's take a look at the quilt.
Thornton. So do you see the block in there?
I do.
This one's a little bit bigger block because it's made with the 7.5.
Right.
But here is your block. Here's your belly button
right there in the middle.
Here's your 4 rectangles around it.
Huh.
So then you get a secondary star.
That's kind of built within that. Oh my gosh. Man. Not as hard as I would have thought from you looking at it. So then with the cutoffs, we made a table runner. Oh.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
So don't throw it away. You've got another project.
Exactly.
Another project.
Alrighty, and then so this is our last one coming up, right?
Yes, this is our last one coming up. This
right.
is called Flying Free. It's probably one of our most popular patterns.
Okay.
I have a quilt. I don't have a demo.
Okay.
But we have a quilt.
So let's see this one. Oh, I love it.
Let's get it flying right side up.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so can you see our strip set here? Right here's our block.
Right there it is, and then that was with
There's
it
our
on the
strips.
side, and then it's
yes.
So was it flipping it
yes.
upside down?
Up.
And
good.
then it's every other.
Good.
See, I'm learning.
Yes. And then this little star was made with the mini because if you'll notice, 4 of these equal 1 block. So this is a strip set as well.
Okay.
That you learned it with the basics, the very first thing.
Right.
So strip set.
I think it's awesome just having all of these
And
together. You can do so many things. And then your leftovers to make your border.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Diana, you know what we could put on the back of this? Those flying flags, the backing we just got.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be
yes.
beautiful on the back? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. I think I love all of these templates. You can use them throughout all sorts of patterns. You can do everything with them. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm in shock right now, honestly. Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
I really, really appreciate it. I know our viewers appreciate it as well, kind of seeing different ideas and kind of what's new. Oh, we are so excited that you were here.
Yes.
So I guess I will go ahead and bring Diana back in.
Okay.
And then we will get to go ahead and start giving away some stuff, 'cause that's what we love to do. Brooke actually has some questions for us. Brooke, what do you got? So question was, are the patterns available in PDF format? And they only are available as the printed copies. When you buy them, we ship them out to you, and you've got those printable copies, if that's correct, Doris. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. What else you got, Brooke? Okay. I think... Oh. Hold on. You good, Brooke? Okay. No, you're fine. I think another thing that we had questions about throughout the live was more of a pricing thing. So for the patterns themselves, and Diana can go ahead and swing back in here with me. Hello. Welcome back. So for the patterns themselves, all of the patterns except for one are $8.95. The one that you see behind us, which is Unbelievable, that one's $10.95. Okay.
Cool.
So that's how our patterns are structured, how the patterns are structured in pricing.
Yeah, and everything's online. Don't forget, everything we've talked about is on our website.
You don't have to be sitting here taking notes.
It's all on the website, so you can take a chance to look there. Their link should be in the description, and we'll also be adding in some links inside the video.
Yeah.
You know, this was a long video for us.
This was a longer one for us, but it was a good demonstration video.
Yeah, so thanks so much for staying and watching the video to see everything that we have to show. And of course, it's one of the best parts, not the best part, but one of the best parts is giving away something.
Giving away some stuff for free.
All right.
So what are we doing?
So Doris is giving away a Basics and an Xbox. So we're going to give away two.
Okay.
We give one of this. We're going to give this one away right now live. Okay. And then the Xbox, we want it XBlocks.
XBlock.
I'm thinking we're gaming. Not too confused. We'll be giving that one away in 72 hours.
Cool.
So don't forget that you still have a chance to win. So if you don't win this one, you still have a chance to go into our comments after the video is posted and put the answer in to enter in for the next one.
For the next one, yes.
All right.
Okay.
So Brooke, what's our number today?
So Brooke is drawing a number. Which one is it going to be? 9. Okay.
All right. So the number 9. So the question is going to be, Corey.
I don't know why you're pointing at me. I have no idea what the question. I never know what the question is. I don't know why you always point at me. She always points at me. Y'all notice this. She always points at me and says, "What's the question?" I don't know.
What are the 2 template names?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
I said it a lot throughout the video. We have
so there are 2 different ones within the line. So there's one, and then there's another one. So what are those 2 template names? And that's your answer. That's your question. And answer number 9 will win the basic template that you don't know the name of. All right. So I guess do you want to hop off camera and start reading those? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to go over there and check on Brooke's phone.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
While y'all are doing that, I just want to show, I honestly just want to grab this and grab the backing for it too while we're here. I think this is cool. Doris, can you grab that for me? I think she knows exactly what I'm talking about. So this was the Flying Free pattern, a very patriotic pattern. I absolutely love it. And then this is the backing that I would pair with that. And it's the wavy American flags. If you notice from our video last week on wide backs, this was one that we said was coming in. It actually came in the very next day. So I think that would look really, really cool on the back of it. I think that's kind of nifty. Very patriotic person myself. So that's just really cool. And I just love how they just switch in and out. That's amazing. Where are we at, ladies?
All right, we have our winner.
Ooh, okay, go ahead.
Our winner is Janine Hall.
Oh, congratulations. So
Janine Hall, if you know what to do. If you don't, what you do is you're going to go ahead and give us a call, 972-542-4000, or you can find our number online. We can't reach out to you due to the privacies on YouTube. So go ahead and give us a call and we'll get this mailed out to you. But don't forget, still keep answering.
Yes.
After we go post the video, go into our comment section and put the answer in there again if you have already, or if you haven't, put the answer in there because you still get a chance to win this.
So you got a chance to win the 7.5-inch XBlock.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yay.
All right, so make sure, always remember, once the video posts, give it a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes, excuse me. And then slide, if you're on a phone, scroll past the recommended videos to see the comment section.
Yep.
And that's where you can enter the comment. If you didn't win live, go put that comment in as soon as we get done being live as well, so you can get that chance.
This was so fun watching you guys.
I loved it. I enjoyed it. I was smart. Honestly, this was me. I was sitting like here the whole time because I was just in awe.
I know.
I think it's so cool how these templates can be used for so many different things.
So now Corey's going to be like, I think I need to go make this. Oh, can I make this? Oh, I need to make this.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I can see him in his office doing that.
Yeah,
so.
well, she shouldn't have put the sewing machine in my office. It's fine. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We want to thank our guest appearance star, Doris here, the owner of the company, to show us how these work and show you as well. We will see you next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
All right. See you next time. Bye.